So near Ekosiisen Jumedie and our Sugusua Utieno, Medidio Sable so from you be 41 after 4. Chairman and Lotte Jacobs for Hamodi Kiatan in Canada, Chairman Kojo Boatana German, New Joaben North, constituency chairman of the NPP. Wababa Bekansa, Hamu Muni Media New Joaben North, when I will Ridia, the Eastern Regional Capital. Ecobank Ekayabua for now. Na Ecobank pay GHKR is the one you should download it, not start to use to be. Especially while turn your man into any business, I would just every customers on any contactless payment in the say customer be kind si cardia show in semini at the COVID in seminti be pacho and 400 a day out ton. Allow your customers to make contactless payments to you from anywhere in store or online, from any bank account, any bank card, or any mobile money wallet using their phones safely and conveniently. And they make the move today and reach more customers with a new EcoBank Pay GHKR. Unti bibiasi only EcoBank Ninkomo 0302213999. Your toll free lines here 3225. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank. Sassaman so at the freshman capsules about it for male vitality and a urine flow. Your fresh lady capsules and so for good for candidiasis, menstrual pains, menstrual disorders, and a low libido. And your fresh core capsules and also for piles, waist pains, and a general body pains. In Nina Unya Bia, be a tone rubia obinya biato. Fre 0243 559 319. In Suya Yena Yajiatumu Ayenom, awake purified drinking water. Casaprecun Suya Wadiaba enono, and naniti lemon green, Ayinsu Papa Pamen Canada. Otoba Kubia Tiskanibi, Erekoboa, National Cardiothoracic Center, Ewu Kolebu, into Koswanenom awake, na Jiwunia Binso, Enkwan. Chancing our pediabo dinosaur, ye can full Rocksters roofing systems a day amount. Chancing papa the no one Rocksters. Okohwa, your pre-aluminium sheet, pre-painted aluminium sheet, pre-galvanized steel, premium coated aluminium sheet, your premium coated alu zinc sheet, your light gauge steel trusses, and Nadia Edugu Dainsono, IBR roofing, POP cement, plasterboard, joint filler, corner mold, centerpiece, and a fiber. Nina Rocksters roofing. There were various designs, sizes, gauges, colors, and it means to produce according to our specification. Your offices across Ghana, you sign a free estimate at the mamo. And if for Rocksters, it was 0243 690 402 0243 690 402. Na yenshe intimi emwao. Ma chairman Kojo Boateng akwaba na memra back to chairman Alote. Chairman Boateng boko there.
Obi. Nyamini yediniye.
Amen.
Na
Amen.
Say me am chairman me hu na chere yi pa. Na tama the because me hu na chepa. What's the studio ha there? Me na wani tia. U frase nyina.
Yeah.
As you say Obi you say when you show this international renowned presenter. They say the afternoon general power. The afternoon general.
Yeah.
Boss one now, but you see, you have done well. Areas no sana etie. Media de bia the mechanic say ututu anamo na so betu ni ye. Ubi hu. What you say?
Yeah.
Obie ni ho aye wo no ye pani. Can be tell me. Obie ni ho aye wo no ye pani. Obi aye akwala. Now what to do? We said the Bible can now be via no 119 or what to what the sana so be penny. Because you are going through the mill, the process. The obehu nyina is there for an evidence for independent free with chiaba. Anya hwe kra wo ma. So to say.
Yeah.
It you can want to so a ni ye ka say again na odi beja da chinchin ma. Ekosiisen what you have learned. It tembia no say nipa bi to anamo say the more you mu ya when you are prepared to learn you are leading a society.
Yeah.
Intini say the nipa be hu no e de be di ho adanse. Enya say bia sabi e bia wa ho fe ana say me ka na ma be ka because you give me airtime. We dey out wa di ma betena. Obi enya ye no be ko. Your management is also monitoring. And no and na that you be beka say me person me yet to say Obi. So ebi ana nye sika enkuto ebi crowd salary it doesn't come near to where obitia the man encouragement says so better ha but the voice the argument going forward ni nyina kire how we build a society. It is also based on the association. In the day, I can say, yeah, di ofa no mo na ase within the politics. Obi me started to share nkonya wa MPP. Na my way from 5 for. What I say? Somewhere 1992. And yes, any year, no, not year just because politics na na per se. But that time you were under the instruction of your uncle. Yeah, back for Ridia. Yene na nado no mo ba bula sport say mo koshishe nkonya mo bo tent and ekra dey say na the tent no you designing the kakra so me akoye we are what to do. The reason why I'm saying this is because at the time when ye hu na nado no 92 no na nye say the current president or sorry an okotena days so in our political time in 1992 and no na encourage me 1992 Nanado, every organizer for MPP no. I just so sorry I'm better days in this. Your both days now. That time they were fun no more. Joseph Foriata, Danny Selby, Dan Rocha no. These are the people.
I want to net it raw. Because you see, say I want to so. Because someone buy and sana nanado ne Hackman ne ya safuma fo no mu ni penifo a na yeye hu omo a ya se yetu ya na modi omachi no no mo su di ho that time JH Kufo no na na wo ho so nti ni nyina no eyesua de ti se ka wo hwe ama yo pa nke wo succession plan Ekosiisen dan Selby no mo so eba no dan Rocha no mo Owura Kufo no mo so ba na be du na nado no mo so na nado no mu ye no that time also the Mranteni Remu, that was where Damboche Numuso was there. And that good Damboche say on the number 64. It's around the same idea. So what I say. Now ba nanka yenum so ne ya enter 50 no. That just say yansi di achrebi. Now build the society. Now sorry preoccupation also all the 20-year-old or 30-year ebe join 64. Obi, will it be the same? Pepe. Hoping and pessimity. It is a serious and the language that Nama Bontin said we are pushing our leaders. Yem penny for no. Obi iconic. Where do you describe it? When pan of it me say penny wo fie and ne bibia ba penny wo fie inti yanko friend. E ba ko fra kwala na ba ko fra penny. So we have to learn it and learn it properly. Na yen nyina that's how we build a society. Fantastic. In the chairman, Kojo Buatina Jaman, and I'm attaining kind of chairman of
the there's only one person that has been on earth. Sabita Frache.
Ekosiisen on assembly.
Oya Bafabas in there. Ninya saying your penins in Obiara.
Yesu Christo.
That's a mark. No being. Whether Confucius, whether Buddha, they all had a taking from Christ because he was their leader. Yes, some Orient religious people will argue with me, but the fact is that the Lord possessed me in the beginnings of his ways before his works of old. I was set up from everlasting even before the word was. Until you get to know that Christ was older than his age. Christ was older than his age.
That's
true. If you commit yourself to Christ, wisdom will be part of you. And you see, like I said, the mobile, the adoring of your child. Keep it up. Because by keeping faith with Christ, that's look, it's the underlying factor for the progress and success and prosperity of every human being, irrespective of your religion. Now, all religion are even acknowledging the supremacy of Christ.
Fantastic. Chairman Bana Mebusa, I think I saw a story somewhere attributed to the current Speaker of Parliament.
Yes.
He is not a Speaker of the NDC or a Speaker of Ghana's Parliament. And people should get that straight. Now, he is not there to do the bidding of any political party. Or a fair comment coming from a known NDC
It's
figure.
an excellent comment. It is Ghana first. Enyima.
That's why Ghana normal speaker. Or NDC
but when it's on Ghana normal be on your NDC. On your Ghana normal be MP. It is a political party that makes one an MP. But immediately you enter into the chamber, it's about Ghana. It's not about your political party. You can have those political caucuses and whatever. But Enyima, Aban, I have known Aban very well. Very principled.
Alban Bagwin.
His yes is yes, his no is no. And he doesn't entertain hypocrisy and sycophancy. That's Aban. Yeah, me share
Ekosiisen
Peace
on
FM.
Asempa FM.
No, guys, they support me. I won't support you. He expected I would say yes. I said, no.
That is for the flag bearership.
For
contest.
black, Mr. You ask him. Mr. Kingsford, that's the word I use. Kingsford, I won't back you.
Asempa
I won't
FM.
support you. I'm supporting John Mahama. Alote, you are looking at my face and telling me you are, Mr. I'm supporting John Mahama. I'm not supporting you. You will regret, it's a matter of time if I should regret. As I anyone because we respect ourselves. No consistency, no campaign. In the more about what there's no village and town in this country I don't know. We have been in the system for long. And I respect Babin so much. Even I love his mother. No mommy. What? I go Kingsford new chrome neko campaigner. Ni mommy be making sure they dizzy. She will force you to eat before you go with the son. And the NDC for was a was support Babi Mo we win speaker. Until why a party. Aban was in there.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
People don't know Aban. He loves the NDC than those who are saying that we're a party man, we're condemning. You see, some people, the devil has taken residence in some of these boys. The devil has taken residence in their heart. And they think they are the best. You see. And then you have the fanatics. What's the people look at the eagle on top of the umbrella is, yeah, it's a matter of time. But Abambabi should stay course. And I know he will stay course. And he will be one of the best speakers Ghana has ever produced. Oh, you're independent minded. Oh, Aban. People don't know Abambabi. Oh, you're independent minded.
And you think the party's pressure cannot be brought to bear on
Oh,
him
come on.
to whip him in line?
Boy, oh boy. Don't talk about that. Maza, we are building a nation. We are not building a political party.
Asempa FM.
When it comes to parliament, we are building a nation. Yeah, in the Megangani, what's the paying for be?
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Yeah. Like a council of elders statement. now.
Paying for be I was a YM paying for party bill. Once I mean there, blah 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 blah. And there at Peace FM, I say there, he infancy phone paying for no working once and there. Or chala kuse, or chala. And we are paying for what's a echo crodo. Number from man to two mobile or then would there paying for shakes. Then paying for us, mama from man who will be promoted to go out of whom. No, I catch order or chala. And one out of whom you never papa one never resorting was who could say. That is the meaning of that statement. The embodiment and the craft of that statement or chala kuse. But well, if anyone was or chala kuse, I mean Ghana should move forward as a nation. I will always support a speaker who I know very well. There is one person who can handle the house, irrespective of his political allegiance.
That person is Alban Bagbe.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
You will not say that he's betrayed the party NDC.
Oh, what is betrayal? You see, don't run yourself down.
Oh, your question the movement. Me make a statement.
Nsa mama from see obi enyi no.
Menyin.
Te enyi.
Yeah.
Sisi ala egweya enwu simple. It has embellished your name
Yes.
in the eyes of people.
Yes.
And people would like to listen to your voice. So that sir anaba or ye Kwame Sefa Kaya you are built or ye after each other. Yeah, you are making a mark you don't see. I am a Facebook. Me better me you have kojo boating. Mazu me kojo. Kojo vozi has me yet. Nezu ye wa butar. Enyima. I come platform there was our MPP.
Yes.
But have you won any MPP at all?
No.
But that is Ghana for you.
Yes.
It is now for us to let Ghanaians know what is white and what is black. Into normal, I have this year alone. There are about 480,000 BCE students will be entering into our free SHS schools. 400. To be more than 480,000. Look, it's a complete army, and the army of our future intellectuals. We go to baby. Young generation as they work the next time you go and mount a platform, you have an army of intellectuals when you free SHS. Who can discern what is bad and what is good. And they will tell you even on platform because I will say, come on, drop down. I will use something with you. It will come to it. Me said there was a time at this your platform. I won't try the or replay my voice and Peace FM. Me said there will be a time where we will have a president with a minority in parliament. It nearly happened.
It almost happened.
But it has happened. Even Tutu.
Yeah.
But because of somebody's commitment to one particular party, Nzinowama, gade Eda Abamba bin Ozewuzubo Tukwanen, na president of the BB Parliament there, one approval. Woma second deputy speaker and get to go Asamaba. At this time you can't trust your parliamentarians because we are ambitious. Both sides. And that's how our Kumsin won. She endeared herself. Look, people are trying to paint how Kumsin black. Oh, let's stop this kind of politics. Where you paint people black, you undermine people, you can't assassinate people. The woman is different though. And this is what I would say is one. I'm telling you, they be Amaka, Obi about to Amakan there. Oh, yeah, now you see, Obi and any mirror. Now, once I go point when I'm on, my mama, do as I have. Now, was a young one. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know, maybe I will go. Obi, what's it there? Oh, I get there. Na catch you there, Charlie. Don't cry, don't do that. I will do that.
That's it. Chairman of the State Corps, the attending can Ekosiisen Suni, I Asempa 94.7 FM. Member the Honorable Kojo Eduasare Akwaba, who call NDC Mua or Director in charge of Special Duties for the NDC. Wabe Cancer, Ewo Studio, former MP, Ewo Adenta constituency.
You can be sent to a region. carry them, especially when it as regards to operations. Now the year them.
The council are best to do how chairman now.
No, yeah.
Say I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Hey, some casino.
Ways and means are sorry.
The politics is in Yankupon.
I have a better Bible.
God is independent when it comes to politics.
That's what you think. I
But that is true.
think different.
But God decided who should be president.
Oh, why not?
The one thing is that God decided. God even in a way, or compromise with the devil. Do you know that?
Yeah, okay.
There, when the devil even went to the council of heaven, when God was
About
meeting
Job.
his angel. About Job. Nyankopon look if the first was it. And Jabba, oh, go up some. Abba, in the J, in the mobile Job easy, or extra. Oh, also, we are like I'm in this kind of normal.
I'll tell you with your meaning. Because
It's in the Bible.
God,
Yes.
a doom pempesubia, where man has been given the will to choose a wife, to choose a leader, because there was a time God was the leader of the people of Israel.
Yeah.
And they opted for kings. Even at the point, he gave them judges. And later, also then he gave them kings. So he gave them the will to choose. So, it will be a Noah. Not say, wo person or no Nyankopon shira. Sa leader no so mawa. You can present that leader to him. He will bless him.
Okay.
What you say?
Okay.
But if you go and choose a bad leader, and also what you say, if the leader, if the people
Say ni paboni ni di o my
exactly. What you say? So that choice, because I know Nyankopon he advised no when Adam and Eve sinned. Oko bisa Eve, Adam. Say Ujafu. Now Adam he why naked?
I say oba no.
I say oba na wo.
Ode
ne ma me no.
I say okay.
Say from this time
accusation against God.
exactly. From that time on, Nyankopon say okay.
I'm giving you your choice. Free will.
Ni awo pedal fa what the bar be shiraso. So leadership, yes, God rules in the affairs of men, as the Bible also says. Definitely he will not let the system be pushing near mama. Sabi, even if he's a bad leader, there will be a timer. Obe wosu near mama as a bad leader. Don't say.
Are you then saying that God will not give a bad leader to people?
People choose.
Because in our Bible says, "Nioma penny na nsu fi rade."
No, sir, God,
all perfect.
I can say all perfect. All boy, bibia, no boy. First day, I say good. First day, I say good. Third one, I say good. The last creation, I say it was very good.
Very good.
No boy, no. I say, oh, you're very good. Now, nipa are very good. Now, so no go to sue bibia. Then I can say negative. So God, on fact, the money, but sometimes. Bible news so say he can orchestrate
for a reason
final way no result or hwehwe no SSL or stare and maybe nipa who no as negative but in the fullness of time
the purpose will
be clear and the glory will be seen.
But you see, let me make a point.
That's deep.
That's deep. From your quotation, you are driving and diving into how Saul became a king.
Yeah.
Now, and when he chose Saul, it wasn't the people. They were clamoring for a king. Like the Philistines. But then there was a war between Dagon and God. Dagon and God. And Dagon at that ancient time was known as dog. Dog, when you turn it the other way around, is God.
Ekosiisen on
And this was the controversy in heaven. And see, when it got to the point that the Israelites were convinced that the style of their culture and their worship was extraordinary because it is attached with festivals. So they also want a king. Not say if they are Saul there, if Samuel there, if they are choosing a king, allow them if that is their request. But then God directed there, Saul, Samuel there, go into the tribe of Benjamin. Into the house of so and so. And now you see them almost a giant. Yeah. Israelites weren't having a giant. Because after the fall of the angels from heaven, they had intercourse with the children of the daughters of men. And out of them came giants. But God hallowed Israelites unto himself. But Israelites from Egypt into the land of Canaan, there were other tribes who were not Israelis. The Ethiopians, the Egyptians, the free slaves, they, as part of the movement, became the state of Israel. And see, there were a lot of intermarriage and those things like that. But actually, Saul was like a giant. But God chose him for a purpose. I said, go into the house of so and so and so in the tribe of Benjamin. Anoint him. Anointing him so he will go and become part of the school of prophets. And so a prophesier. Then you adore him to the people of Israel. And see, the election of Saul to become the king of Israel was the will of God.
Orchestrated by God.
It was orchestrated by God. But for a purpose, like he's saying. Okudu honor. Or today, when Ahab was going to war, he called the council of heaven. The Ahab is going to war. And Ahab was having 300 priests of Baal who were brought into Israel, the northern Israel at that time. Because there was Judea, that was Judah and Benjamin. And there was the other 10 tribes of Israel. And he was going to war with the king of Syria. And he believed so much in the wife who had brought some priests from Dagon and the Bika Valley. The man is going to war. And Jehoshaphat was also there. None also be show they bring my prophets, they can prophesy. One of the was a Papa Nedi Sikamba share Nabojasi, Naboju. Now God said, the man is going to war. What do we do to Ahab? Of all the council of heaven, and there are 24 elders, you should bear that in mind. And so when they met him, a spirit, say you, not the powerful 24, 12 here, 12 there. But the Bible says, and the spirit appear before the council. No, sir. I suggest that we should put a lying tongue into the prophets of Ahab so that they may prophesy falsely. God allowed it. That is the solution. Okay, we'll prophesy.
No.
Yeah. Whose special duties in or your prayers or your propaganda? Perform like a game.
Ekosiisen is in a higher 94.7 FM.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah. He's one of the guys I love so much.
Yeah.
You might say he's controversial, but within that sphere, look, there's no pain in his heart. Therefore, all that the party did to him, he's still committed. But you see, in here we are not on the same wavelength.
Yeah,
that's all that.
Honorable, could you do us officially akwaba? Let's say
yeah, Niam Obi, Namiadum,
Bibia Boko,
Bibia Sisi, Bibia C. There's that. Of mine, and I'm saying, a friend saying, no quarry sound. And he said, if you're not, you're not gonna for a deep sankuta, get a hono. No one who say, leadership now, yeah, canon. Yeah, we don't pepper so be as I said, leaders. When we saw a politician and check, where will be, say, oh, more politicians, Sana Munina Mutia. You are all the same. And then am I the same? Oh, when you know mo ye akronfo. One brush ye they are painting obia. When you know mo kanu kre.
Asempa FM.
So, but I can also assure you, sir, there are people
Asempa FM
who want to tell the truth. You know, oh, your leader now say, oh, motive be a NCC so heading, because here we are, realities are greeting us. Are we saying, sir, we could not, among the leadership in the last 4 years, we could not envision the situation we have now? Now, kayenya who be ahead. And ufa baby mo buy mo say you show na say ye ba bituaka electricity ye ba bituaka COVID-19 ankasakra chichi ye kunkum ye just omunya ekran komode. It's so sad. Yeah, photo our money. All we have to do is to manage it in such a way, say, across board as a father.
Asempa FM.
Say ufi say wo salary level near. And yet monthly salary no pen na odwin your china dachi inema itimi sisi e wo nkrofo abrabom odwin no ho na wa plan ya to ho. But if you don't do that, now you live the last 4 years as if there's no tomorrow. As if there's no tomorrow. Because, look, I'm sure we'll delve into the details. But me, I'm sad as a leader, as part of leadership. Because, you know, and I also be different team. And my family is me dear. What is your problem? Vinyan started upon a brother we will see.
Issues and they go up personal or
you bisa only open now can Darota ni Janselbi ni Damboche ni ade na woko kan me say come there.
This is what we will do. It is honorable the year chance you real know about. Honorable twaso.
Yeah, Obi, you know, yes, I think, sir, in this budget, that apronsoa, and then Joy FM a year program BAVA, and they had all manner of people talking. One thing that was missing in all the presentations, frankness. So bet me a share penny ni makatan se masa. We there, we crap.
Resource persons now
yes, they were
dancing around the issue.
What you say? Just short of telling that people say, look, the last 4 years you have been reckless. Especially in the last 1 year. Obi. And then last 1 year, Ensem. What haven't we taken possession of? Because Obiafu said, look, pandemic be a ba. Pandemic ya be ye nim no so the subain papa. Inti SSA yet steady no na ye hu how ye bed ye and the whole world have been on, and I say has been on that tangent. Ye nyina ye adwin ko benkrom. Because you need say baby adia be binum as we speak Covax, right? Covax crank for other countries omufu so omo work akra on betimi de aboa ehiafo and as omo a enhye dan ni bi omo ba together omo yiska
Asempa
FM grono yen jibi fa koma countries if you say ebia almost situation no was stroke akra but akeka kakra ti en pushi bi nko, and they've done that. Yensu yenya bi sana o mind papa and the good leadership around the world, you know. Sana ye. What has happened to our country? All of a sudden 3 months into a new administration. Now, just say your economy is almost grinding to a halt. Meanwhile, Okasa will share a near fire and sem in the last 1 year pair. Sika afa Ghana and sem. I'm sure you know how much. In excess of about 100 billion Ghana cedis. Two people say, so couldn't we have done something else? You kind of saying it will transcend. You know that we are what the best way to, like, even though one man electricity, you free BC near with the amamaye, and kaye intimate tete so kakra at the time, no. Na en yetra kakra. Ebe bro. I'm trying to, person me use brofo so. Now all of a sudden, everything is just crumbling to a halt.
Government says they've spent 19.7 billion Ghana cedis on COVID-19 management and related expenses, including sika or more store businesses as those mitigation measures. 19.7 billion. That's the cost on the treasury. I was saying a pesika a pay back. And where do they get the money from?
You see, that's what I'm saying. Say, you reap what you sow.
What you sow. Yes.
Yes. Inti, God forbid, though. What shows to say we have seen the worst part of COVID? What shows? And what shows? Then exercise say ne says vaccine etwamua bibi fufuro sia na me pengu. How are we going to function as a country? Because 4 years, can you tell me one investment this government in the last 4 years, I wouldn't say in the next 4 years, your woman, a particular year, a be yielding $100 million. Tell me. Now, so yeah, opinion papa wofie. Now, say woji eketua. Now, say eketua woji no. Ene chibom na ya chi na edi. Ochina na akọ friend say mpoano Aklalote bezo.
Educated fisherman.
Friend say Chile. So unim Chile. Aha. Nkan for tap pepper. Oh, yeah, credit pan. You're good, keke. Yeah, royal.
Okay.
What you say? Yeah, homowa. And no, and the young quiet. Be reserved for the
special occasion.
For the high class.
High top.
Okay.
When it is homo festival.
What you say? Now we Chile. Throughout. Who say adie call you and that's so sincere ho. Now him say so we di ye dia kofom. And na ye ka say o say the list no crap them intimi ball adie ka ho. COVID die ka ho.
Yeah. Can list of new
taxes.
Tax measures. Okay. And it said the sanitation one said working.
Yes.
There is the COVID tax.
Yes.
There is the VAT, and so some other component of VAT,
Right.
Slight increment,
Right.
and a few other new taxes.
Tell me, who these taxes are targeted at?
The people of Ghana.
So free nana. A while ago, you thought, say, they couldn't even pay for water. For that matter, you want to give them free water. A while ago, you thought, say, electricity, they could not pay fully. It may be so musisi kakra. See the same people you are targeting to pull the small hair that is in their nose.
Asempa FM.
Oyomo. For me, I think, say, you see, most taxes are other jurisdictions. Somewhere they target the their earnings across a certain threshold. Because you use that now, what they mitigate the sufferings of those downstream. But you don't do this one. Just the people, the categorizing of this same category of people who you yourself when you're one say because of the COVID situation, they cannot afford to pay electricity bill in full. So I'll give them halfway water. They cannot afford water, halfway electricity. They cannot afford water. I'll give it to them for free. What has changed?
Ekosiisen on Asempa
At least,
FM.
if you want to recover your money, let them pay whatever they used to pay before. Because that one, they are used to it. Now, we are balancing it up. But this is a government that thinks to say the only way they can do, because look, is only Duncan Ekosiisen. And he told you, said the Esla, there are ways. Senor Hosi was also on Joy FM earlier in the day. And they all proffered a solution. Because Kronoa Ekoso Wokromha in terms of tax evasion. Paying for other state institutions. None. Some Abba people have talked about it. You better now Kevin Taylor Kabi. You see, oil then DNB tanka bi Abba besi eposo and at the end the oberhani say oil no yakoshie baby tanka no so a eko. And these things keep happening. And then we turn around.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
What's your evidence?
I've been on the MPA board. So I'm telling you the Osha Sacha.
So why haven't you reported?
Oh,
And Chairman, Obiabe report. Obiabe report as I because I say. I will tell that one. I won't agree with you. Me see. I'm not saying say. I'm not saying say you cannot control.
No, I just want to add.
But I'm also But we are talking about this government that has
you have narrowed it to this government.
No, there be and sir. Me part say
Sonny Senor Hosi, he knows it. Even abandoned country for what the oil. The bishops here from Nigeria offload no work. It is not today. That's what I'm telling you.
And then
for this,
it's not about advocacy. They have not come to ask you, say, Kotia extra.
I count 2 minutes.
Obian Bekantre, sir, you say,
I'm helping you.
no, I'll tell that tangent is not where I want to go.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What I'm saying is that, who says our problem, you or what do? You solve it. So that you can plug it, a loophole now. And I say, my reach your target when it comes to fuel management issues. What Janu and the people are still fleecing the system. Now, yen kakrana already wuji wa your hoda dano. Ye bium. And I was a free when this group of criminals are fleecing our system. That is what I'm saying.
Okay.
That is the point I am making. It wouldn't say Bibi. Don't push it down. Because at the end of the day, one GPRT for then they approval budget,
appropriation bill.
Then they will increase. Who suffers? Is it not the same people that only a few months ago deserved free water, free electricity, and all kinds of things were thrown at them? Yakokase, because of elections. And as I demand ye to a gumwa. Hey, there be a yes, mo you don't moon ya badaye, and you are not. You can't say compassionate. People are suffering, and government wants to help them. And here you are talking about we giving freebies, because of politics. What is it now? How does it look like today? And that is why I'm saying, would you say, sir, 10 billion now, I'm call Parliament, because I'm for from Bank of Ghana.
Bank of Ghana.
Do you know how much they ended up using? Are you aware?
No.
22 billion. And Tonjinapo Parliament, he raised it. Wow, what Parliament say me beji 10 billion. Edi abeboa COVID ni ehun sensem. Then they boost to economy. And then 12 billion in excess. Sashka no. Near the year, almost where it is placed in the friend saying budget. You see, more journalists are working. No, please. Mami, hear me, Kasa, Adana, Odia, Banua. Mami, come and let me land. Let me land.
No, that's it. It will be a great disservice to myself. The Met now. Now, when you see me, I'm a platform, and they are attacking me. I will not allow that. No. Yeah. I think I've given you the platform. What's Don't blame journalists. Why do you blame journalists? Say anything. Why? For doing what? For giving you the platform to come and talk.
For being a selective
Kojo Edu Asare in charge of special duties and farmers and trophies. And on the air king, we in here Ghana for. No, that's not the okay. What can Mama the last 15 minutes and some of what can here Ghana for? Into Chairman Kojo Boateng Ajeman.
Let me use this 1 minute. In the making of a nation, freebies are so important. Messi, if you want to be a good politician, let the Bible be your guide. Enyima, when Israel came out of, came out of the land of Egypt, for 40 years, there were freebies. Enyima, when he came to
Ekosiisen on
Mana, yeah.
Was a man so one they you anani yetu ye na yawi mana na ya call na mo wache wo mo won kwe there are thousands but with regulations insu nya papa na dam Nyankopon se won to da ma atoyi won fon tunsum na wono me ogodu baby efi insuzi wonye bi kwa Nyankopon ka che Moses de enyi obutan nkasa no so ebufu nti wanyi obutan na nkasa nti ozi apuma no okita ozo bo obutan mensu ye den ofim be Israelites wonu ma or refresh one. Freebies are an essential element in the making of a nation.
Chairman of Lieutenant Yetin Kano, Chairman Kojo Boateng Pacho Bremu. But before that, Big Boss Canton say Obi, remember that still Lifeline consumers enjoy free water and electricity until June 2021. And that's for Lifeline consumers. And he says, Senor Hosi also stated that a cabal or syndicate in petroleum sector has been there long before this current president came to power. So it didn't start with the NPP. It was there even before the Mahama and NDC came to power. Big Boss Canton and Onudiwe Abreying. Thank you for your message. This one says that, let me see. Okay, Obi said chili fish is called grouper fish in English. Chili. It's called grouper. Yeah, grouper in English. Yeah.
Them petroleum if you attempt, they will kill you. It's a complete mafia. a system that has been existing for more than 20 years. If you attempt, they will kill you. But you see, they found their way into political parties.
Okay. We say, Obi, please ask Alote if God was standing for, is God standing for elections in Ghana? Lucas, Ewokoforidia, and but Chairman, Kojo Boate, Mamintio.
Na any mpanimfo a the womanya aso awie echiao the kan mama starting free baby I can MP ade obi we may all think say abia because of politics until at the end of the day abia yen can't to justify our comments ne yen hu se wiase yen hu se o ye de aban ne te ho and nkrofo de illegal ade ebam. Now, Lotte Rezi Bibi, now Kojo was challenging, say, or see, or can't say, or hold it down. Or see, where is your evidence? Mr. Kojo does say, now, someone, okay, where is his evidence? Where is your evidence? And you just come and throw the thing on this bigger platform, and then.
Honorable.
Now, players. Oh, now players no discharge.
Senor Gosina make allegations.
He make allegation. So there was no evidence on the table. He said the thing was in the system. It is an allegation. Not a who banner be a presentation as a political representative. Who so be educated for what has happened on the budget. No your yardstick there. Then I'm sorry. What I say? Obi ode you say you be jam over tifo.
Okay.
Say Kojo dey ni baby ofriba. Any nim miss baby am friba. Inti say wo be kan wasem na say obi animo you give it to the people to judge. But Obi talking about the economy. Maybe na me tie one of your university lectures. Now he was talking about the economy by saying so at the end cry no COVID-19 estimates near there Kinufurata and Kahwasem. It was not in the budget. The estimates are not in the budget. How we spend the money. Obi, I'm sorry. Sometimes you see, say na you run a few. See a shut down. See you decide this will be okay. Young can be. I mean, you say a bino is not doing the right thing. It may be unless a beer near to be according the reference is not the abba. But if you will be honest and as a lecturer, you probably on 28th of October 2020. On the budget that Kenufurata present to the House, all the estimate and the expenditure was there. Go and check. Go to the website of the Ministry of Finance. It's there. I can give you some of the document here. Obi, Ebini, you can take care of it. You see? So, sometimes, me, say, we economist. Not there are things that did not come up in October around this time. Na say yen na ye di hu komo a Obi, I agree because on many year na ye hwehwe. Oti ase. But going forward, na say ye can na say we educate people differently there. Na say I say a deliberate and a government na decide say oh ye bibia or the BBC no Mexican Obi udisi a wan bottom na eko. I'm telling you, and tell me, what your mind expenditures here, Nanado or the best year could see nahi, and I'm one bottom issue and a beco. And your physical cash and your personal cash be an obi a crowd. The one catch on say, Matu, Namidibia to baby. What I say that any time in which me Bakofa Eddie Akoyami personal expenditure. And Yema was there and everybody saw it. Nene Yabeka freebie say and no back can cry. You can never have any government who will tell you the truth than any another government. And you see, you can never compare. The contrast is huge. Because what time or crisis by compare with the current crisis. Obi, is it the same? Look at what happened. The businesses, your economy, everything was in shambles. Business were collapsing. It is at the end of the day, if we are discussing, the other two, then you go forward. Obi, the person bizarre question be. So 19.7 trillion billion eco borrow. Say eco borrow.
Yes.
and yes, you de chain, me boa. Into the ben you betua. You betua answer one betua.
On mine and was a biscuit.
Into now, this argument, ye the day in no, and only there. And this is for argument, and only there. And even where the budget has cited only 1%, me boa, to target to make sure say that sikana yakoboro no ye betumi atua obi yantua kra azumi say nanado decided say obe sweep under the carpet that chinchiri ma beba betua ana meboa because it will never run away from the books since our pananya catcher say me ko bobusia abe sustain this crisis obi de beto ye no e chance de okwo war now, say, FM. Even your strategy, you can develop all the strategy. But in the presence of the war, your strategy can be changed. What I say? Say, baby, you be 2 years with this crisis. The whole world economy has collapsed. Yeah, the Yamikran Ayadum say the target do baby or minus 30 year for our revenue. Do you remember October, somewhere in the budget, you reduce your target of revenue?
Yes.
Say, target, revenue, our expenditures and everything cut down, and then also, you achieve that revenue. And then, so that time, revenue, but we cut down the revenue. And going forward, Obi, the other time I say, even the World Bank, on the World Bank record, or say this particular epidemic, Obi, the world economy can recover in the next 10 years. And I'm so happy when President Nanado did not lie. Say, let's make sure, say, we can protect our lives. Huh? Now, you bet me a trunkum. The economy now is collapsing there. Huh? Say, you won't you bet me a revival. Beboa, wanka. Into that time, Nanado be catcher say economy was so good. Into do baby or the chair or the chair, we don't have any means to recover. It is SS can address one of it. Catch me. So right on Mahama and then this for be a from and tax in so. Rather than telling the world, assume say, be so catcher and say, Nanado, abecha and throw na ma and you are done about the businesses and those things. So what the economy is here? When you talk about the 1%, the 1 top percent of the businesses, these are the people who are on taxable. What you say? Because these are the people they can engineering the economy high, the low class people giving them the opportunity. What you catch and say, you woman say a taxi woman. Some microphone was when I say a taxi woman. You don't understand the economy. And if you do it, you won't give that prescription because why a socialist? Oh, baby, you woman titi somebody there be now omokoso sankrofo egu achoboy. Hey, not just say young destabilizing the system. That is not the way. Sir, 1% Obi. I have never heard it in anywhere. So to was someone. So to say, so what you say? More money. Socialist, socialist, choboy, or cause veranda boys, the go no choboy. We are no, I catch us at the end, because of honor. Oh, Obi. So telling you what is going on in the world. I used to go to a catch sort of paradise. Recently, Ufa, Germany and European countries, Obi, they have borrowed trillions of dollars. Just to make sure that they can able to combat their negatives and the efforts that are to me are revival the economy. And to officer free ana. Officer free. They still have a hope, say, baby, when they are telling their citizens, say, at the time this particular situation was there, and no any idea so until we have to pay it back. You won't get people like Ojo Saribaba to a year because of his political interest. Are they? Media mean 1% crowd was shocked. And I asked myself, Say, how long is it going to take us to accumulate that taxes for 1% to achieve that 19.7 billion?
19.1
billion.
Ghana cedis. That's just for COVID relief.
COVID relief.
Because I was share 3 line items now COVID here and one on excess capacity charges there, and so and I think there is a final one because according to the minister, no, these 3 items okay, financial sector cleanup into COVID 19 relief, no 19.7 billion, financial sector cleanup 21 billion, and payment to IPPs, excess capacity charges, no 12 billion Ghana cedis.
Into Obi, okan we no nyina boma, and ask yourself, now who cost them? Is it Nanado just or sorry and or say BB Sensi?
Asempa FM.
Huh? If you take the last item, the last 2 items, and if you want us to discuss, I don't think Kwejo Dwasari have any business or any audacity to talk about the no can want some cry. And I'm shocked. Because the last 2 items, I can say purely it's a mismanagement of economy. Led by who? John Mahama. The last 2 items, take the banking clinic sector, Nanado Betoye. You have been in power for 8 good years. You saw the crisis was coming because you were not a leader at that time. You see, the time you want to see a real leader is when there is a crisis. 21 billion at the banking clinic sector.
Banking sector cleanup.
Upon everything you were taxing all the bank. What is that? Time tax banking taxing system.
Financial services
tax. Any they buy. What you say? You couldn't even look at the regulator and put a proper measures on the ground. It is only Nanado's government who has done that. And through your medium here, Obi, we have managed the thing so much well. Say, financial insurance and now they have managed to put all these things in place. Now you lead Ankwanye. Excess capacity. Yanka contract just one and come and tell me say Nanado's government and assign our contract. Now only management and cover the OE. That's why I catch him say Makonya excess because I was thinking say Burkina Faso be here be. Now you're a good business person. You a good leader. Ungo bisa Burkina Faso for say more power na so many power. Now what you chiro mine Edwom ko shesa here no. And what betna when he say adieno and na adien a wicked in adien. Why didn't you talk about the last 2? Wasn't the last 2 isn't bigger than COVID relief? Obi, kekabom the catch 21 plus
21 billion and a 12 billion. That should be giving you something in the regions of 33 billion.
33 billion on John Mahama's government. 33 billion on the NDC's government. And I wish you could have discussed that. If you are a rare person that you believe, say the economy that we are fighting it today, Obi. Nanado ba catch us and we ride on Muhammad and Tiyan go to baby. So by estimates of the brother account. Wa heritage umpe it ye better than betua. 33 billion compared with this crisis. And we are seeing you try and baby you try enter. And you cannot deny it. You cannot deny it though. Say 19 billion the world crisis. I ne obiani say we are say. The ambassador will be say when President John Mahama took a decision on any government to go on the excess capacity and then banking clinic sector and then I say share banks, a diverted sika here and there and a problem at that time we are seeing no more crisis now. Now we are seeing our crisis. It was purely mismanagement. So you can't compare the 2. You can't. Please. It is a so then we have to be together and make sure say I COVID-19 Obi I had to say or maybe atwa be say so. No me decide some be your freedom. Ne ye fight sa freedom no. Sa na COVID-19 tie. It's like a war. Umpel. you have to go and get the ammunitions and defend yourself. Oh, the mama, see the last one can be naminti. Going forward, in Ghana for the only time you can have a government who is on your side, who understand your predicament, your situation, it's only Nanado. It's only MPP government. Believe in say, and then so be saying so now you're free. So when you're crying, at the end they see quite so be Jumadin what tears are can out.
The disappointment of people, they say that was not the communication time and then it's your name.
Obi, what is the communication? Then because I'm saying say, 19.1 billion when the bit here.
I was so many pescatry.
It's your question of mine, but you need an engineering to sit down and say, yeah, the way at the time we are in crisis. Yes, so ya sinini. Adiye boni pa na nanado. Aye within that crisis, obin to me sorry kwajuma. Nanka ya tunsu no nyansu no. Nanka onya kanea. And so now, as some I can say, all those sectors to you need some money to maintain it. Going forward. It is a car dahon. So if we don't come together, and the thing was just like Yanyan politics said the communique was free. Yeah, at that time it was free. And then you're free. And then you're free. Into what is our business? And what is our problem? So Obi, so you're a business person. Sometimes you may have some crisis. Could be so be every businessman. Oh, to me, can't trust say, I do set it up, no. I go through to the point, to the level say, that's come to fruition. My crisis be. Nango bon crown or no, but I can be. Also, even sometimes the crisis have to come. Now, Udia Tio and Amon Fofro. And yes, sir. It's based upon that. Going forward, crisis are between. Into going forward, how are we trying to? So it's a matter. Say Ghana for boom fuye. Ghana for everybody that understands. Oh, a car ye pesa yetino. Ya yen moderate. Ya fuck kwaya. Even if it takes us 10 years to make sure say you bet me atikana nanado wayade. There was one timekeeper. Into don't keep mommy.
No, but he's been fair. Chairman, 1 minute now.
Matthias. Yes. Into the American say. Meaning, say we have managed the economy very well. And when you talk about the economic engineers, the MPP is one on top of it. And they think about the people. They realize, Obi, what can you know free education I can your crisis. If it happens to any government that cannot go back to free education, what I say? Because one, your revenue no crown and to me wow. And I don't take kind. Almost about 400 and something students are going to school for free. So, and yet the expertise of the MPP government, how are you going to sustain that? Your revenue has gone down completely. Tell me, say Dachi education paminu mieno to baby at JSS. Obi obako borosika so the best education. You are thinking about the long term. There is no way about me agacha so ujina hono. Ubenya returns this year. Yes, sir. Okay. It is just a war crisis and Kaoko borrow their between education already. But he's still doing it. It is sad to see a chicken for a dream basso. The Bob Papana Basso say, Nyamina Mano Adumu Yansa. And no dear Bedu baby or dear do into Obi. Media, meaning say Ghana will rebuild and build it strongly. I'm a Dachin Chima. And so abetuase. Mamena
say Chairman Kojo Boatena Jamani Atin Kano. Chairman of the cause Bebem Nematon Najo in but that will be after this. Muntie we mame Munyimasume Basis here.